Okay, so I would like to demonstrate a descent device that I made for myself. Thinking that I managed to get rail risers, so now I can show how it can be done, how you can get down from the tree on rail paragliding risers. As you see, I'm in not in levered position to simulate situation with the pilot hanging on a tree. Okay, first of all, of course, you need to detach accelerator. So you detach accelerator from the risers. So after that, here is this device. I got it from my harness pocket. Its weight is around 250 grams. As you see inside, there is a yellow line, its main line, and it is a Dyneema, 3 millimeters Dyneema with a braking load of 950 kilos. One can also use aramid line, or you can also use Dyneema covered with polyester. Think that pure Dyneema, unsheeted Dyneema, its melting point is 150 degrees, and in spite of the fact that I checked during rail descents that you never reach this melting point of 150 degrees, no signs of melting happens during descents, still, to be on the safe side, you can use sheeted Dyneema covered with polyester, as the one blue rope that you can also see now inside this descent device. Now I will use this blue rope as sort of secondary rope, but such type of line also can be used as a primary line for descent. And aramid maybe is even better because its melting point is 450 degrees, so it's absolutely safe from this point of view. The only drawbacks of sheeted Dyneema or aramid that they are slightly heavier than unsheeted Dyneema, so such device will be not 250 grams, it will be around 400 grams, something like this. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is just to to have this around 1 or 1.5 meters of a free line. After that, you need to put it through all malleons of the higher side of the risers, through all malleons that are higher, that are on the higher side, in such a way. And after that, you should make a constrictor knot around all lines on the other side of the risers. If you don't know how to make a constrictor knot, you can go to the internet, just Google in the internet and find out how it's done. I show it here, but maybe it's not very clear from this video how it should be done. So such type of knot is named constrictor. Okay, so you make this knot, and you can also add couple of ordinary knots, just again to be on the safe side. And after that, you make 2 or 3 or 4 loops around both batches of lines in such a way, several times. And after that, you need to make several vertical loops, as I show here. that is done to fix the descent device in the best way. As you see now, it will be fixed in such a way that when you'll start your descent, your canopy on the tree will not be disturbed. I mean, force on both benches of lines will not change when you will start descent and detach yourself from the risers. That's very important because it eliminates the risk that paragliding canopy will come down due to your efforts. I mean, due to the fact that will slip from the tree due to the fact that you attached the descent device. Okay, and you also see that now the rope is attached to the lines in such a way that it is not bended a lot. I mean that this knot around the lines it does not make your line weaker. You see, because normal knots they decrease the breaking load of the line normally, and it's very important to make the radius of this knot as big as possible, not to make your line weaker. Okay, so now we detach this secondary rope and put it through your harness. It can be done either in a way that I showed from the very beginning, when you put it through the loop of the harness to which carabiners are attached through these red loops on your harness. It's the best way. Either you can put it through carabiners, but then you need to check that it is further from the best way is one that I showed right now. But on the second side I will not manage to do it. So on the second side I will put this secondary rope through the carabin, and I need to check that this rope is further from the lock of the carabin than the riser. I'll show it to you right now. So I put it through the main carabin because I didn't manage to put it through the red loop, and as you see, it should be further from the lock of the carabin than the riser. Okay, now I put both ends of this secondary rope in the opposite direction through the descent device, through its lower hole, in such a way as I showed here. And I make an ordinary knot, the same that you use on your shoes. So I make this knot, as you see. Yeah, here it is. And after that I push or pull myself up with my hands. I don't know, it's basically it's not necessary, but you can do it. And again, you should check that this secondary rope is further from the lock of the carabin than the riser. As you see now, it's not so I fix this problem. I put it further from the lock of the riser, of the carabin. Now it's okay. Okay, so I pull myself up, I don't know, 10-15 centimeters, and after that I make another knot. So the final knot in a form of figure 8. So knot that is called 8, at least in Russian. So it's the main knot that fixes this loop and which attaches your harness to the descent device. So now it's okay. So now you're safely attached to the descent device. And this second loop that I will make now is used to push yourself up with your leg and to make it possible to detach risers from the carabiners. First of all, you need to make so-called fishman knot to make this loop. You also can use some other knot that you know, just to attach two ends of the rope to each other in such a way. For example, here is a fishman knot. So now we have another loop with the help of which you can push yourself up and make it possible to detach risers from carabiners. And before you will do it, again you should check that your secondary rope and the carabin are further from the lock of the carabin than the riser. At this stage, you also can remove this transparent thing from the descent device to be ready for the descent as soon as you will detach your risers from the carabiners, as soon as you will hang on your yellow line. So now I put my foot, and there are two ways basically. First way, if there are no branches under you and the wind is not strong, you can throw down this roll of the line just to check that it has enough length to reach the earth and so on. There are no knots on it, that it's not entangled and so on. But if there are some branches or the wind is strong, the best way is to hold it in your left hand and to give away a line from it as you will go down through your descent. Okay, so now I put my foot inside this loop and just push on it. It makes possible now you see that risers are not under load already, so I can detach the risers from the carabiners. So I unclick the carabin and detach the last riser. Okay, and I go down again, so take away my foot from this loop. So now, as you see, I'm already hanging not on risers but on this descent device, on this yellow rope. So basically now I can start the descent. I'm already not connected to, my harness is not connected to the paraglider already, so I can go down together with my harness. So as you see, I took first of all I put this rope back into the pocket of my harness to unlock the descent device. You just need to remove the knot as I did here, and to pull the rope, as I will do now with my right hand. You see, I'm pulling it, and I have all other line in my left hand. Okay, so now I unlock the device, and I just can go down now. With my right hand I gradually release the rope, and that's it.